Hey you guys, welcome to K's Cave. It's your girl Kay. I'm coming to talk about something a little different today, and that's my teeth. And if you want to keep on watching or want to hear more about it, then keep on watching.
Move like treadmill, run it up like treadmill, lace up like treadmill, lace up like treadmill. Money dance on the treadmill, do a stance on the treadmill, can't stop on the treadmill, money don't stop on the treadmill. Now a nigga may move like treadmill, run it up like treadmill, lace up like treadmill, lace up like treadmill.
Hey you guys, so as I stated before in previous videos, I did get Invisalign. And Invisalign for me, well, specifically braces for me was something that I wanted for a long time. And I didn't know as a child that braces could close my gap, or I would have got them done as a child. I learned this as I got, as I got older, when I became an adult. I got Invisalign June of last year, 2018, and I was done with my treatment in February of 2019. So that was only what? So that was only eight months. That was only 8 months. So basically, I can't stop smiling. Like, I love it. So what I want to come on and basically speak about is the treatment. From the initial treatment, from the initial day that I went to go consult with the dentist, well, orthodontist, excuse me, when I went to go consult with the orthodontist, I went there in search of traditional braces, not thinking twice about Invisalign. I was thinking that Invisalign would take me a long time. I was thinking that Invisalign would take me about 3 years, because my previous dentist appointment, I had a dentist appointment maybe the year before. And I was speaking to her about options to close my gap and things like that. And she informed me that traditional braces would take me years. And I asked her, how many years? And she informed me that it would take about 3 years or so. And I was like, to me, I was out of the question. You know what I mean? Like, I was not wanting that. But fast forward to when I went to the orthodontist or whatever to discuss traditional braces, I was kind of fed up. Like, I honestly, like, as much compliments as I got on my smile before, I hated my gap. Like, and it runs in the family. Like, it's the tradition. Like, it runs in the family. My mother's side of the family, most of them have gaps. But I didn't like it. And I was always one, if you don't like it, change it. That's how I always look at anything in life. If you don't like it, change it. It might not be easy to change it, but things are doable. So, okay, I went there in search of traditional braces. And he informed me that Invisalign treatment costs the same as traditional braces. I'm not saying it's the same everywhere, but in his facility, it was that. It was Invisalign costs the same as traditional braces because my coverage didn't cover it. It covers it up until 19 years old for braces. So I'm way older than that, by the way. I'm 33, by the way. So 33 years old, so it took me this long to get braces. But anyway, got my Invisalign, and like the first day that I told him I wanted it, he took the impressions. It was like it was disgusting. Like, I hated it. It was chalky. It was like a mold. Like it molds to your teeth and they send it off or whatever, and they send back your trays of Invisalign. Um, so in total, like everybody is different. In total, I have 14 trays, and I changed my trays every 2 weeks. So tray number 1, I kept on for 2 weeks. Then I went on to tray number 2. And each time that I changed my trays, it would close my gap a little tighter and tighter and tighter until tray number 14 closed it completely. I have no gap. And you do have to wear a retainer at night. But when I'm not going anywhere for the day or anything like that, I wear my retainers like my Invisalign. Because Invisalign, you have to wear 22 hours out of the day. They want you to wear them 22 hours out of the day. So you cannot eat with Invisalign in. You shouldn't drink. I used to drink with my Invisalign in, but not hot beverages, like not coffee. Well, I'm not a coffee drinker anyway, but if I did have a cup of coffee, I wasn't drinking with Invisalign. Stuff that would stain my teeth or stain the Invisalign, I wouldn't, like anything red beverages, I wouldn't drink with my Invisalign in. You know, mostly water or things like Sprite. You know, this was before I had my bariatric surgery, like when I was drinking soda. So right now I'm not drinking any soda, but what you call it? I would wear it 22 hours out of the day because I really wanted that gap closed. So I did what I was supposed to do, you know. So when that was done, I had to get the retainer. Like I said, I wear that at night, or when I'm not going anywhere, I wear it during the day. But of course, you don't wear it while you're eating or drinking. And then I have a permanent retainer on the back of my 2 front teeth. It's a metal, like a metal rod or whatever, just going on the back of my 2 front teeth. And I'm not, like, it's just there. Like, it's not in the way or anything like that. Like, it's very good. So, basically, this video is for anybody that's looking to get Invisalign or braces or things like that, like just to show that it works. You know, at first I was skeptical. I'm like, this is a big old gap. Like, this is not gonna close. And I didn't think it would close in 7 months or 8 months or whatever. The price. So the price of my Invisalign, I'm here in New York City, in Queens, New York. My Invisalign cost me $4,800 in total. And that didn't include the retainers. But I know some places do include retainer and some places do include whitening. Mine did not include anything but the trays, okay? So my trays were $4,800. They had something called care credit, okay? I was eligible for care credit. They run your credit, of course, to see if you're eligible for it. And I was eligible for it, and what it is you pay $200 for 2 years, $200 a month for 2 years, interest free. I paid it off already because I wasn't, like, I don't like doing the $200 a month. If I had to, I had to, but I paid it off. So, that's done. And the retainer on the back of the teeth, it cost me $600. And then he included the retainer that I put on at night. He included that. It's another plastic one. Like, you can get a metal one. It's different ones that you can get. The reason why I got that one is because it was included in the price of the $600. So that was an extra $600 that I had to pay up front. Like, that wasn't a part of the care credit or nothing like that. I paid for that one up front. And I went the next day. They put the retainer on, and then they did another mold, just like the Invisalign. They did another mold for my nightly retainer. Again, like I said, I live in New York. It's different other places. Like I'm in the Invisalign group on Facebook, and a lot of people are paying more, but I notice when they pay a little more, they're getting things with theirs. Like they're getting the retainers at the end of their treatment. They're getting whitening at the end of their treatment. So when you go to your orthodontist, or I prefer orthodontist because that's their specialty, but some dentist office do it. Um, so when you go to your person, try to see what's included. You know, like I prefer to pay up front for something that's included. That's my preference. You know, because what if I didn't have that $600 to pay for my retainer to go on the back of my two front teeth? Then my gap would have been opening again. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, good thing I had that money. But, you know, sometimes it's better to pay up front for it. You know, that way it's already, like, sometimes when you don't see the money, you don't miss it. You don't see it, you don't miss it. So it's like, just take it and do what you gotta do, you know? So that's basically all with that. Like, that's like something I'm very happy with as well. Like, that's something I had to change as well. But like, I was just I was self-conscious with that gap. Like, I hardly showed it. Like, I will insert a couple of pictures of me. Like, I never smiled. Like, like I hardly smiled. Like, you wouldn't have saw a smile. Like, you can see these pictures, and you can see, like, they're nice pictures. They're decent pictures, but you do not see my teeth. And I know a lot of people probably was like, you know, what's going on up under there? Like, what's going on in her mouth? You know, because I know that's something I pay attention to. Maybe because I probably pay attention to it. I pay attention to people's teeth, but that's mainly because I was self-conscious about my own. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a sucker for perfect teeth. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a sucker for perfect teeth. Like, I love good teeth. Like, that is like that's something I always wanted, you know? Like, I'm not saying my teeth are perfect right now, because they're not perfect. Like, it's a lot of things I, you know, wish were a little different, but it's as good as it's gonna get. And I'm happy. I'm happy with them. You know, I guess that's the plus about it. I'm happy. So, I guess that's the end of the video. If you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, please leave the comments below. Like, you know, I'm curious to what you guys think, or, you know, do you like my smile? I love it, you know, regardless of anybody else like it or not. You know, I'm curious to know if you do, but, you know, whether you do or don't, I love it. Like, I'm in love with my smile. I'm in love. Like, I feel like this smile brings out my personality a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because I covered it up before. Like, that was my self-consciousness. Like, you know, people have, you know, not everybody has them, but a lot of people do have their self-consciousness, or, you know, things that they don't approve of with their being. And they try to hide it, you know? Sometimes it could be mental, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, that just happened to be something physical that I didn't like. And a lot of people, like, when I show a lot of my people, a lot of my friends and stuff like that, even some family, like, only my immediate family, you know, some of my other family, like cousins and stuff, they might have known I had it when I was younger, but they probably you know, as I got older, I didn't show my teeth, so they probably wasn't even thinking I had one. Like, they probably wasn't even thinking about it, you know, like, you know, so this video right now is kind of like putting me on blast, you know, it's putting me on blast, and it's like, huh, I didn't know her teeth was like that, you know, I mean, but it was just a gap, you know, no problems. I have a few cavities and stuff like that, like a few you know, a few what you call them things, a few fillings. I have a few fillings, and I love the place that I go to now because they do the tooth color fillings. It was this place I went to a couple of years ago when I had to get fillings, and of course I had the aluminum looking ones, whatever you call it, but the place I go to now, they do the tooth colored ones, and I love it. Like, I love that place. And it's covered. So that's the good thing about having some coverage. You know, too bad my Invisalign wasn't covered, but that's okay. That's all right. You know, at the end of the day, people pay for what they want to pay for. And, you know, it made me happy. I'm happy. I'm content. I am content. I am appreciative. I'm humble. I'm very humble. You know, like, that's one thing about me. Like, I'm humble to a T. Like, I don't, I'm not showboating or anything like that. Like, this is just a video to show that it is possible to close the gap with Invisalign. um, so if you're interested, you know, go to your local orthodontist and everything like that, and see what's good. Like I said earlier, I suggest that you get a package deal. I don't know what kind of package they offer, but I know some do offer packages, which include retainers. You want one that includes your retainers, okay? And preferably whitening, because I need my teeth whitened right now. Like, they're kind of on the yellow side. Ugh. You understand? Like especially wearing those trays and everything like that, they get a little stained up and stuff like that. You know, I use it hasn't been working for me, but maybe it worked for somebody else. But I use that charcoal, the black charcoal toothpaste stuff. I've been using that for months. Like, I've been using it faithfully. I use that. I use whitening toothpaste and everything like that. I use stuff, but I'm just gonna have to go get them professionally whitened, which I plan on doing very soon, because I smile a lot now, and again, I am conscious about, you know, my smile, and I want my smile to be a beautiful one, you know. So I will pay for whitening, because, like, I understand they have the whitening strips and stuff like that. I could try it. I'm just scared that it'll mess with my enamel a little bit, you know, because I don't think I have the best shape of teeth. Like, you know, like I just don't want to weaken my enamel. I don't want to weaken anything that you understand. Like, I'm not trying to make anything any weaker, or, you know, I don't think they're weak right now, but I don't want to mess with that. That's something I don't want to mess with. You know, I don't play that. Like, I want my teeth for a very long time, and I don't want to mess up anything. So anyway, on that note, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, if there's any questions that you may have, feel free to ask me. Any concerns that you may have, feel free to tell me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Pray for me and I'll pray for you. Later.